so the goal of today's lesson is to understand that writing is part of our lives. You know, we write every day, we write text messages, we write emails. You might have to write a letter, a note, a memo, things like that. And so when you're learning a language like English, you need to know how to write in that language. So you need to know like the structure of when I'm writing an email, how should it look? If I'm writing a letter, what's on top? What's the subject line? How do I write my actual letter? Things like that. So the technical stuff. But what's really important and what I really wanted you guys to understand is that writing is an opportunity also to learn. You know, you learn by listening, you
Okay.
learn by speaking, but you also learn by writing, because when you take the time to write, for example, some people, me, for example, I have a visual memory. So when people, I have like a notebook. I'm always writing things down and stuff, because if I don't write,
Yeah.
I don't remember it. So even
Yeah.
if I'm on the phone with someone and I'm talking with someone, I will write down what they're saying. Or if I think about an idea, I write it down because it helps me remember. And so in English as well, I feel like if you hear a new word and you take the time to write it down, it will help you remember it, you know? It will help you um, just cement it in your actual memory. And so that's why the first step here is, well, the first point is that writing helps you remember things better. So if you're learning new vocabulary, you're learning new ways of writing a sentence, a new way of using a verb or whatever, if you're writing it down, it will help you remember. Also, writing helps
Okay.
you practice new skills. So like I was saying, you may be starting to write a note or a memo, or maybe you're writing your CV, you're writing a motivation letter, things like that. It helps you learn new skill and practice those new skills when you actually take the time to sit down and write something, write a piece. It can be creative. Maybe you're writing an article, you're writing a poem, I don't know, but it helps you develop a new skill when you take the time to write it down. Writing lets you take the time to express yourself, because if you're not familiar with the language, sometimes it's difficult to just start talking and just start rambling and saying words. You might want to first think about it, write it down, and then say it. So it will help you express yourself. It will help you put your thoughts. Like the exercise we did last week with me and you, when you were talking about COVID and everything you were saying, I was writing it down. So that's something you can do also by yourself, where if you want to talk about something, before you start, you write down your main ideas, you write down a few sentences, and then it gives you more confidence to speak about it. And then finally, writing gives you an opportunity to apply what you've learned. Like I was saying, whatever it is, if it's new, if you've recently learned it, writing it down will give you an opportunity to actually put it into practice. So that's really what
Okay.
the lesson today is about. It's just understanding that there is an opportunity in writing. And so this slide is, like I was saying, writing is an important part of everyday life. You need to write emails, letters, text messages, memos, reports. So like if you attend a meeting and then let's say your boss or your colleagues or someone who wasn't there during the meeting asks you to give feedback of what happened, what was said during the meeting, you will need to write a report and you will need to know what language to use and stuff like that. You might have to write essays if you're applying for school, maybe for a master's degree or a PhD. They will require that you write an essay, writing notes, poems, etc. So, um, so today's activities, I really wanted it to be simple and straight to the point. So the first one is I want you to write a story. So that you will have to do in your own time. So I gave you a few words, a list of words. You choose 10 words that you must include in your story.
Okay.
And then you just write a story about anything. The most important is that you just, obviously, if it's a word that you don't know, you'll have to know exactly what it is. But I've chosen words here that are pretty simple. So the exercise here is to understand the context in which you use these words. How is it going to be in your sentence? Can I use more than one word in the same sentence? And then you just use it to create a story. I just want you to practice writing a story. So a story will have a beginning, a middle, and then an end, a conclusion. So it will be like once upon a time, or last week, or sometimes last year, this and this and this happened, then this happened, and this happened, and then finally, in conclusion, this, and this happened. So just a story that has like an introduction, a main idea, and a conclusion. It doesn't have to be too long. It can be in a paragraph of just a few sentences. So can you describe this image for me in English? What do you see?
I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see 11 men's dressed. Dressed is right. Dress.
Dress, but men's, not men's. Men.
Man. Men.
Men. Man is one, and then men is many. No S.
Okay. Men. I see 11 men.
Mm-hmm.
Who dressed with many clothes and different colors.
Very
There's
good.
there's orange, red, blue,
Yes.
green, yellow,
Mm-hmm.
and I see one man jump very high
Jumping.
behind
Jumping.
they're jumping. They have in their hand full wood.
Yeah, wood. Rod. You can say rod. R-O-D.
Rod,
C'est des bâtons. Rods.
baton,
Mhm.
roads, and behind I see 2 mountains, small
Yes.
mountains and big mountains. I see uh, uh, the 2 mountains in the are very far
In the background.
in the background, very far, and just behind them is like comment en anglais colline ou je sais pas comment dire.
It's mountains as well.
Okay, so I see 3 mountains, 2 small
Okay.
and one big,
Okay.
and blue sky. There are 2 vegetables behind the the left man, the left at the corner. Yes, the
The left-hand corner. Yes.
left hand corner behind this man. There are the vegetable.
Where do you see vegetables? What vegetables?
Behind this man like look like that.
This one. This one.
Yes, yes, behind him.
So these things.
Mm-hmm. Vegetable.
Vegetables. Okay.
I think.
I think it's a
Um,
fence. You know what a fence is?
mm-mm.
Une barrière.
Okay.
But maybe it's vegetables. What kind of vegetables? You know what vegetables are?
Maybe canne à sucre.
Okay. Okay. It's
and
possible.
behind and behind two men and the one guy in green. Okay, two men in blue.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah, these two.
imagine, yeah, two men behind, and behind the mountain there are smoke.
Okay,
You
the
see,
smoke.
smoke.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then this,
And
what is this? This.
I don't know.
What kind of um, environment is it? Is it a forest? Is it dry land?
There's
Yes,
desert.
yes, yes.
Mhm.
Desert.
Oui, mais c'est ce que je voulais dire en fait, que derrière eux, c'est juste l'espèce de truc là, c'est l'espèce sur la colline, il y a. Tu m'as dit c'est la montagne, je me suis dit que bon.
Mais tu m'as dit colline. Le français aussi ne rend pas service parce qu'en français, il y a la colline qui est différente de la montagne. C'est quoi la différence entre une montagne et une colline?
La montagne, elle est balèze. Et la colline, c'est
Une bébé montagne.
une bébé montagne.
Okay, a hill, hills.
Okay, hills. And there are two shows, open shows.
Oh, they're wearing open shoes.
Mhm.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Really good. That's very good.
Okay, it's all.
Okay, thank you.